If you have celiac disease or are gluten intolerant, then you know what a big challenge eating out can be. In our world, there's no such thing as grabbing a quick bite to eat. Many of us would prefer to cook at home so that we don't get sick, and we can avoid that typical eye roll when we ask if there's anything gluten-free on the menu. And even restaurants that do serve gluten-free, we're always a little skeptical, right? Is it seriously gluten-free? Is the food being prepared in a separate area away from the risk of cross-contamination? Are different utensils being used? Those are just some of the questions we often have to ask because, well, it only takes over 30 milligrams to cause damage on a microscopic level. It's no wonder in the celiac community there's something called fear of eating out. Well, this series aims to calm that fear, to go behind the scenes in different kitchens around the city to find out how they're trying to accommodate people cursed with the gluten-free diet. So let's get started.
Welcome to Ottavio. What started off as a simple bring-your-own-wine restaurant in Laval has today evolved into what they call one of the leading allergy-friendly eateries in Montreal.
So we checked the smoked salmon.
But when it first opened its doors in 2006, the owners, Costa and Aki, had never even heard the term celiac, until an old friend of theirs came to town for a visit.
As we were talking, I asked him, can I get you something to eat? And he basically said, well, I don't know, there's nothing I can eat in your restaurant. So literally I got a bit insulted in a way, what do you mean there's nothing you can eat in a restaurant?
Well, he said, I'm a celiac. You're a what?
From that day forward, they set out on a mission to cater to anyone and everyone, no matter their dietary restriction. And in 2007, they launched their gluten-free menu.
We have mussels, pizza, pasta. Pasta, you have the choice of either penne or fusilli. The meat sauce, tomato sauce, Alfredo sauce, all of which prepared with the utmost care.
So how is a restaurant that serves gluten-filled pizza and pasta also able to offer uncontaminated gluten-free? The answer, this centralized kitchen.
We make our own bread, we make our own pizza dough, or we make our own sauces. We have a separate area where we make all that. Now, in that area, it's got its own ventilation system, its own equipment inside of there. Before you go in there, you have to wash up. It's got to be first thing in the morning. You got to be wearing a smock. So we know no contamination has gone in there. We have it down to 10 ppm. Anything over 10 parts per million for gluten, we won't serve it to a celiac client.
Once the bases are prepared, they're distributed to each of the chain's kitchens across the province.
Clients see one kitchen. The reality is it's a double kitchen. We have two fryers, 3 pasta cookers. We have 2 ovens. Literally every morning we get up and we analyze, okay, where's the possibility of contamination?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of training. We have 4 days of training for our staff. 1 day is exclusively reserved for the training in the celiac, gluten-free, celiac, and allergies.
The kitchen staff is trained to safely prepare your food, and the waiters have their own protocol to follow.
So the first contact one of our staff members will have at the table is there anyone suffering from allergies or intolerances? At that point in time, a client says, yes, I'm celiac. Well, their utensils are taken away from them, and a brand new set of utensils, after, of course, they've washed their hands, will be brought to you. That was double sterilized and wrapped in a red napkin. This way here, any member of our staff easily identifies that client as being a celiac. So all precautions will be taken.
With color-coded dishes and utensils, designated counters, and even separate pitchers for the water, some think they overdo it. But their motto is, better safe than sorry.
It's the stickers that we attach to everything. We're celiac safe. That's how confident we are. We are confident that any celiac could eat here with peace of mind. You will not get sick.
While it may cost slightly more for a gluten-free meal, the owners believe the extra dedication is worth it for them and the customer.
When you have people who haven't eaten pizza in 20 some odd years and they have a pizza for the first time and they come and thank you with a tear in their eye, it's heartwarming.
Good. Thank you so much. Okay, it looks like regular pizza, but does it taste like regular pizza?
Naturally, I had to take more than a few bites before formulating my opinion.
It's pretty thin, too.
Yeah?
It's crunchy. A lot of flavor. It's not falling apart. That's a key with gluten-free.
Of course, I had to try the pasta, too.
Thank you.
Some people think a gluten-free diet helps you lose weight. I don't know about that.
And for dessert, fried dough.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. And this is gluten-free. One thing is for sure, you'll leave Ottavio feeling full, satisfied, and your gut unharmed. Safe to say, Ottavio is seriously gluten-free.